There's so much drama in this picture.
I know. This is theater. This is why you watch TV right here. If you were watching this, could you tell what was actually happening? It looks like someone's like, "You bitch! You stole my man." Then they just had a bloodbath for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. But so obviously there was a ban on AEW thumbnails. It had already been broken by Jade Cargill and Shaq. But it felt right this time.
Yeah. Why? Why did it feel right? I mean, because, your boy Walter came back and everything.
Yeah, so that was going to be the thumbnail.
Yeah, it's a nice thumbnail though.
Yeah, see, what I'm going to show you now is everything that could have been the thumbnail.
Manny, he has bigger titties though. I'll tell you that right now.
Than who?
I just felt like saying it.
Because I believe he's got bigger ones than
Raquel. Oh, just wait till she gets to the main roster. Just wait. Okay?
Well, they're gonna be huge.
They're gonna be Charlotte Hughes. All right. Charlotte took half of her implant out just to give it to Raquel.
So we also could have had this.
This could be interpreted in many different ways.
Exactly. This is why it was a potential option.
Now, honey, fuck him. I am watching this corner. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Finn.
So then we had the 2021 at the top. 2020, how it began. How it's currently going at the bottom.
Yeah, man. It looked like they went through it. But that's how everybody's going through it right there. I like the Thunder Rosa at the beginning of 2020 was like, I am still Mexican American. I don't care. At the end of it, it's like, what the fuck? Why am I being maced?
And then so we also had this.
Yep.
But that didn't really reflect the end result of this match.
No, because she lost.
Yeah.
Again, she always loses.
And then, of course, we get to the specimen of the woman, Jade Cargill.
If Jade Cargill would have been a thumbnail this week, Manny, I would have vetoed the thumbnail. She did nothing this week to get this thumbnail other than be Jade Cargill playing Storm. She's trying to be Storm. Oh, you got two.
Got two. Look, I got three, Marcus.
Jade Cargill at every different angle.
Specimen of a woman.
She is.
Look at that.
Oh, what? Look at that.
Look at that.
I would have said no because of the gun club. They're in the background.
I see that.
I would have put the logo over there, but then it kind of would have blocked Jade. Yep.
To be fair, I could have made that logo even bigger and then just cover that whole space. And then of course, I've got the thumbnails that we could have had on Monday.
Oh, let's keep going through it. No! It looks like he got slimed. It looks like the hawk came on him. And Shane is like, no, not like that, not my monster. Or they were trying to cosplay and make their own Incredible Hulk movie, and the paint was just not working. Like, this was not working. It's CG.
And then, of course, I thought this, but then obviously putting Bobby Lashley doesn't translate to views for us for some reason.
No. Black champions have never worked.
Yeah, and I would put it on. I would actually put it on all our fan base for not actually respecting Bobby like that.
Yeah, Bobby is the champ. He is the champ. He is the best wrestler in the world because he holds the most prestigious title in the world. And him and Sheamus had a hell of a match.
But then Marcus, as always.
There it is right there. There it is. Boy, that's suggestive. Right there. You don't know what's going to happen next. You're damn right. If I'm Randy Orton, I'm accepting that match if she gave me that look. You never know what's going to happen. I don't know what the challenge is. I don't know what we doing, but yes.
It's happening.
Yeah, it's happening.
So that's pretty much the week. The week in pictures.
Well, that's the show, guys.
Bye, guys.
I'm Shotzi Blackheart, the ballsy badass, and you are watching the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Remember to like the video and subscribe.
Check out Marcus here, man. He should. I hate you both right now. You guys are ridiculous. Hey, Ding Dong!
Hello. Welcome to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I am, of course, Lord Manny Hayes, and I'm joined by Ryan.
Marcus the... Hello, I am Ryan, the Boo Boo Baron. Check your mail. I may have shit in it. I'm Marcus the grand finale, beardless, for the first time on this show, I believe.
So what actually happened? Did you just get fed up with the beard? What happened?
I've been annoyed with the beard for a while during this entire pandemic. It's not mass, like, you know, not comfortable with a mask on. And it's no point in grooming it if you're just gonna cover it up with a mask, and it kind of
you get that moist beard, innit?
Yeah, and then like your hair kind of drips into your mouth a little bit. It's been very uncomfortable, and then since I'm back at work full time, it's been like worse. So the decision was like, this is done for now. I'll see you later, Mr. Beard. You are out of here.
Montez Red Cup said, "Whoa, did Marcus lose a bet?"
No, it's a self-inflicted punishment. Self-inflicted. There's no hair versus hair match. Nothing like that. This was done mutually. Me and the beard agreed that we need to go our separate ways.
Me and the beard. Like it's the Fiend.
You did all right. Yes, the beard.
We need to get like a fake beard and just have a camera to it, and then we'll interview the beard.
Done. Manny, I have saved his hair.
So let's get into...
do have a fake beard. I have a fake beard because you know how I dress as Randy Savage? It came with a beard. Yeah. I chose not to use the beard because obviously I have a beard already.
So let's get into this action-packed show today. I feel like we've wasted enough time going through my art collection of thumbnails.
Manny's collection of battered and beaten women. Future to be beaten women. Like that's what it was. And that one time Braun Strowman got came on.
So let's kick off with AEW Dynamite. It kicks off with a really good opening match for what it was. Penta versus Cody. We get some little box action of Penta saying he's going to break Cody's arm and he will have to take an early paternity leave, which I always find amusing.
And knowing people who have kids and have paternity leave, he would not waste it with that broken arm. He would just show up anyway and then wait to an opportune time to go on a nice, good vacation. But yeah, solid match. I didn't like the finish at all. To me, it doesn't make sense that he literally breaks that man's arm and then all of a sudden he gets a jolt of energy for the roll up.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I don't want that. And then like in typical AEW fashion, it seems like everybody gets their heat back right away. They come back after the match. I lost. Oh, I gotta fight you. I'm not. No one lose gracefully. Maybe Angelico did.
Yeah, this always seems to happen. And then so we got the Young Bucks in the back.
Fuck them. I'm so sick of them. They're the worst people on the microphone in wrestling.
So there's two contenders for dumbest thing of the week.
Okay.
Matt Jackson reminds everyone basically that Ray Phoenix has singles wins over the Young Bucks, both Matt and Nick. But they're fighting for the tag team titles, Marcus. I'm like, no shit. So when they're interrupted by Don Callis, who gives them a do not slap the leg when kicking shirt, because he was thinking about their dad who got hurt, and they did nothing about it.
Yeah, they did nothing. They walked out there and they talked about it.
Yeah.
They talked about it. For all I know, Papa Buck is dead somewhere.
He says, and then he finally says Kenny doesn't recognize the Bucks anymore because they are not elite. They're just another tag team with fancy tights living off their name.
I can't think of any other tag team doing that. New Day?
The Good Brothers.
Yeah. Rock and Roll Express?
Grunchmurph is in the chat and he says, "Oh my God, Marcus!"
Wow. I feel like he popped higher than he would for the Thunder Rosa Britt Baker match. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I was contemplating just leaving the mustache at one point. I was going to go full weekend.
You should have did the Michael Jordan Hitler mustache.
Nah. That's not welcome in these parts right now.
So, Jade Cargill destroys Danny Jordan.
Okay, I have a question. And I know we're not in the NXT report, but bigger upside, Jade Cargill or Zoey Stark?
Jade Cargill has a better look.
Mm-hmm.
It's all dependent on how I'm presuming she's long-term AEW. And it's
that would be funny if she's not even under contract. Like, what was all this for?
Yeah, if booked correctly, she could be the biggest star AEW's produced in the women's division.
Yep.
Because she's just got that look of she's got the look of championship material.
She's a star. She's a Black Charlotte Flair. She's a larger version of Bianca Belair. And I didn't intend for all that to lie. You're right.
I feel like she's got the best upside at the moment, like of the new breed of AEW women's talent. Whereas Zoey Stark, I feel like she's basically just built to be Raquel González once Raquel González leaves.
Yeah, that's about right. I saw the same thing. Yep.
Yeah.
I think they both have a tremendous upside, and I'm curious where they should. Basically, their careers, I feel like, are going to be. They're the same thing. They both kind of made their television debuts around the same time, and they both having matches every week, probably. And I'm curious how this is going to end up. WrestleMania, Zoey Stark, Jade Cargill.
Well, I believe Zoey Stark will probably come off the blocks a lot quicker because she's been doing this for a while, hasn't she? She's not. It's not like brand new like it is to Jade Cargill, but like
that's true too.
But Jade Cargill looks like an athlete, and in the longer run, I think she probably will have the longer career and the better career.
Yeah, but we'll see where Jade goes.
It's also the question of like how that women's division is a bit iffy.
Yeah, like you're not gonna get a good match every week. You may not get one. You may get one once every 3 weeks, and then you only get one segment a week. Although this week they had two, but technically one doesn't count because it was unsanctioned, and that's the reason. That's why I came up to why that match was unsanctioned. We can't have more than one women's segment.
Oh, so just like the Kenny thing, it didn't happen.
Yeah, it didn't happen. So they can't say, "Oh, we had a main event of a women's match." No, we didn't. They had an unsanctioned match. It doesn't exist, and. I know I'm jumping ahead. I don't know how that match is unsanctioned, but yeah, you can unsanction a bomb match. A bomb match can be sanctioned, where Jon Moxley could have been exploded.
Yeah. So we move on to MJF's new group.
Wait,
Pinnacle.
who's JR? How did he join the Nation?
Junior.
Oh, I thought he was talking about Jim Ross. And the Nation of Domination. Right.
So MJF new group, the Pinnacle. Tully relives the actions of last week. He calls them the baddest group of AEW. MJF refers to himself as Judas. He said he was tired of doing Jericho's comedy bullshit whilst taking various jabs at Jericho's appearance.
Why did he do it? He had to. These guys would have got together anyway and did the same thing.
Yeah,
he was weeks ago.
He wanted to defeat the strongest AEW faction and build one that was even stronger. He calls Wardlow the best big man in the game. And then Double S, Sean Spears, the best insurance policy in the game, which I also felt was a candidate for dumbest thing of the week.
Yeah. I don't know if you took last week off for dumbest thing of the week, but Sean Spears being anything other than nothing is the worst thing of the week.
Oh, well, Marcus, if I've taken a week off of dumbest thing of the week, just presume and assume it's Sean Spears.
Can we call it the Sean Spears Award? Yeah, as dumb as Braun and Shane is, Sean Spears just existing is dumber in that group. All right, so Manny, I have a question. They call themselves the Pinnacle. What do you think of the name?
I like it.
I don't like it.
Why don't you like it?
I just didn't. I don't like the logo of a mountain and everything. It sounded cool when Tully said it. When MJF said it, I was like, nah. It sounds like the peniscles, the testicles.
Is that not just because you have penis on the mind?
You're right. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I just don't like the name. I feel like it's not like a long-withstanding name.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, considering names of NWO or Four Horsemen or, Fortune, whatever the case. I just don't feel like it's a name that I like. I don't know. Like,
I don't know. I kind of like it.
It didn't grow up. It doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't click with me.
So we move into the 10-man tag match, which I didn't care for.
It was 10?
Yeah, 10. And I don't care for this big money Matt gimmick anymore. Because after I listened to the New Day...
No.
Anymore. Do you know why? Because I was enjoying people being paid off. Because it was funny. But then I listened to the most recent New Day podcast where Kofi unleashed Big Money Kofi with a full-on Jamaican gimmick with him turned heel. Even more funnier.
What? Manny, did you freeze?
I think I have, but I think I've still got sound.
You do. You exist. You are now frozen in time as Jamaican Big Money Kofi. Forever you will be remembered as that.
Well, this is the thing. He said one of the words was, "Oh no, I've lost Marcus." Oh no, we're both moving again.
We're moving.
Okay. He basically said, "They say you can be anything you want to be, but I put an asterisk on that because you cannot be me."
But I'll put an asterisk on that.
Because you cannot be me.
I'll be down for a Kofi heel turn all about the money. Just rip it off from Matt Hardy, but just him in a Jamaican accent. I'll be 100% for it.
Yeah, because do you know what? If Apollo can just suddenly put on a Nigerian accent just out of nowhere again, I feel like it's perfectly fine and we can accept it if Kofi Kingston puts back the Jamaican accent.
I would have said Kofi Kingston originated the dropping the accent gimmick. Okay, he was Jamaican, which paved the way for Lana to lose her Russian accent, which forced Apollo to go, we can just do stuff like that? I can speak in a Nigerian accent. And this goes all the way back to the roots of Booker T, who had an English accent. Accents are back. And don't let me get on Reginald, who was missing on Raw this week. I'm assuming he got some of that NX COVID.
NX COVID. So we get Mox and Kingston versus the Good Brothers. But Mox said he doesn't feel good because he's going to war again. This time to take care of his real problem, that being the Good Brothers.
No, your real problem is wrestling. Stay at home. Stay at home.
And then Kingston says there are cowards.
Cowards die a thousand death?
Yeah, that was it. Those two are cowards. I didn't even write this properly. Those two are cowards, and cowards die a thousand death. But men like him and Moxie, soldiers, they only die once.
Yeah, he was quoting Tupac with that. But it looked like they died this night though.
Yeah, they 100% died this night.
I thought tonight was gonna be night because I believe the bomb was supposed to write off Moxley. And he was going, like he said, I was supposed to be up in a hot tub on the beach somewhere, relaxing. I think he literally had a vacation plan that was ruined by those sparkling bombs. So he had to do these two tapings. But they didn't kill him. They should have killed him off again.
Yeah, they should. They should. And then, so the match starts as the Good Brothers attack Eddie as he makes his way to the ring. This match was actually all right. The only issue I had with it was the Good Brothers were actually trash.
They did that shitty magic killer on the outside, and they tried to sell it. It's like, oh, the magic killer outside. It looked like John Moxley or whoever it was just fell over.
And then they jumped on Kingston's leg through a chair, and then they did the exact same to Mox afterwards.
Yep. No, they never got Mox, right?
They did. I think they did.
No. The Bucks made the save.
The Bucks made the save. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he Kingston was on the outside, crippled, screaming, "Put me back in the ring! Put me back in the ring! Put me back in the ring with Mox! Put me with my boy!" And Doc's like, "No, man, you're a cripple." I think they run off the wrong character. They're supposed to write off Mox. But this little kerfuffle with the Good Brothers and their drama, I don't need that. I feel like the Bucks are in too many storylines already. They're involved with this, and then they also have the Death Triangle issue. I don't know. I can use less Young Bucks.
Yeah.
It is.
And then we get the Christian Cage promo. Christian refers to himself as the workhorse. He makes wrestlers level up. We haven't done that in a while, Christian. Yeah. So it's a bold claim. He said there's only one.
You're your 40s. You're late 40s.
Jay?
Yeah, he'll call by the government name, Jay. You're your late 40s.
He said that there's only one spot he's interested in, and it's currently occupied by the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Kenny Omega. He tells Kenny he's on borrowed time. And then he asks the question why he went to AEW. He went to AEW to cement his legacy and to put into action 3 words: outwork everyone.
Basically, they didn't offer me enough over there. They didn't put respect on my name. They never put respect on the name Christian.
Christian.
But whatever. Just he needs to stay away from the title. I don't think he needs to be there.
He really does.
I don't think at this current moment and climate where we are in wrestling, where Edge is about to get this title shot, I don't think we need to compare Edge and Christian title shots right now. I think that will only hurt AEW in the end, because you're fighting Roman Reigns at WrestleMania in potentially the final match of WrestleMania, the main event, and then you're fighting Kenny Omega, and no one's won it. And I'm not saying anything bad about either Kenny or Christian. It's just not the same. It's just not the same.
So we get Sting and Darby Allin come out. Darby said he's defended his title 3 times since November 7th, and it's a joke. Yeah, we all know it is. And he wants to be a defending champion week in and week out.
Yeah. 100% to Darby about this when the crowd started cheering about, yeah, he defended 3 times. And he's like, no, you fools. You fucking idiots. I haven't done shit. I fought Scorpio Scott. I am running through the TNT Championship gauntlet. Okay? And then he was like, I'm going to fight the greatest TNT champion of all time. The crowd was like, Cody. No, you fools. You fools. I'm doing a tribute to Brody. You idiots. I hate everybody out there. You people make me sick. Like, that's basically what I got for what Darby was saying. You people make me sick. And you don't know shit about shit. You don't know what I'm going to say. You guys always assume you think I'm going to say something, but I'm not going to say it. You're all wrong. You're all a bunch of idiots.
Okay.
And then Archer comes out.
Chris is in the chat. He said, Manny and new person, hi. Hey, Chris, it's Ryan. Oh, that's Marcus. Sup?
Wow, you can't shave a beard for nothing.
Well, I trim my beard all the time, but people don't make reference to it.
It's not a stick, Manny. It's not a stick. My beard actually has a social security number and a birth certificate, all right?
Yeah, you murdered your beard.
My beard had a bigger stimulus check than I got. All right? So that's how we live it over here.
Basically what happened was Marcus's beard was Pepe Le Pew and it got cancelled. So we had to get rid of it. That's what happened.
Cancel culture strikes again.
By the way, I didn't even realize Marcus did shave his beard till today, so that joke was on the spot.
Yep. Bravo, Manny. Good improvisation.
So Darby Allin states an open challenge to the Dark Order, being interrupted by Lance Archer. He tells Darby the internet may think he's terrific. As far as he's concerned, he is the biggest indie-rific joke the business has ever seen. And if he likes coffins so much, how about he puts his ass in one?
That's some mad shit talking right there from the Murder Hawk, who has changed his stripes again. He is now 100% evil and calling people indie marks and indie rific. Manny, SSB in the 1 million Sting interview,
where he says nothing, Marcus.
Yes, that's what I was getting at. What did you learn from Tony Schiavone when to interview Sting? Maybe they should do an on-site location from Sting's home where no one can interrupt him to see what this man has to say. Because this was an exclusive interview for the 1 millionth time, and guess what? Sting said nothing. In fact, it got to the point where Darby said his piece, Archer said his piece, Jake said his piece, and then out of nowhere, Brian Cage said his piece, talking about how much he loves the Stinger. Yeah. So, Sting has added nothing to this other than being a prop. He may as well be Pyro for Darby Allin at this point.
I'm going to reference this to the prophecy that you had brought up, where Tony Khan came out and became a bitch on the Monday show.
No kidding. He had to be high or something. I think that's why they called the show Elevation, because that motherfucker was lit.
Well, he looks like just a regular rich version of Bad Bunny. But Jake says, Tony Khan better realize you don't play with fire. Archer is the biggest, baddest SOB in AEW. And this was the other candidate. He will twist it up and shove it up your rear ends. Ladies and gentlemen, don't ask what the up was.
Yeah. His penis. But what did you think of Jake's one-liner of talking about Darby Allin? You left your bun in the back because you ain't nothing but a little weenie or something like that. And I died laughing, going like, "That's it," because I didn't know where he was going, and I was like, "What's he talking about his bun? He doesn't have a man bun." So every time I see somebody with a man bun from now on, Manny, I'm gonna be like, "Yep, they left their weenie. They ain't nothing but little weenies because they got their bun."
So Rey Fénix versus Angelico, nice little match, but I could clearly see your boy Rey Fénix was grounded this week because he had that tape on his ass, which is further proof that he actually hurts himself when he does that dive.
I think he's done doing that dive, Manny. I think he's done. He's like, you know what? It hurts my ass so much. It hurts my ass. So, Tony, TK, boss, I am not doing this shit anymore. My culo is in pain.
Chris asked me, where's my wrestling stuff? Is it still in boxes? Yep. I've got rid of a few more boxes. I think I have to actually buy more furniture to display certain stuff. So Miro looks like he's finally realized he should be a champion and is tired of this nonsense with Penelope Ford, which I found was interesting because he told Kip not to bring his wife to the ringside anymore.
Yeah, he's like, my only advice, keep your wife off the ringside. It's terrible for your career. So, with this going on, Miro had a lot of drama this week online with Jim Cornette, the wrestling. Oh yeah,
but I don't think I get it, but I don't think Jim Cornette actually called her a whore.
No, he didn't. And Miro, I think, misinterpreted everything. Yeah, so it seemed awkward for Miro.
But then I believe we're Miro because he insulted Jim Cornette about views, and we do that to Eric. So that makes us Miro.
No, we're never Miro. Okay, we're never Miro. I don't want to ever be Miro. I feel like Miro's a bad dream. Eventually, he's going to go somewhere else and maybe he become Rusev again, or he'll leave the industry, but I'd like to think that Miro is a bad dream of a character.
So we get to the non-sanctioned match, which I felt was really dumb, the way they announced it, where that dickhead announcer, Justin Roberts, the man I hate with a passion.
Pure passion, pure hate.
Do you know what? He's on the same level as Ember Moon.
I'm okay with that. I give Ember the step above him.
where he had to explain that when the lights go out and come back on, this match will not be sanctioned. I'm like, why did he need to do that? This was on the level of
they did it with Kenny and John. They did it with Kenny and Moxley.
But you know what this is on the level of? Corey Graves standing in a cage explaining to me how a cage match works.
Nah. That might be the low point of wrestling. But to me, Corey Graves explaining a cage match, even though this isn't the first cage match on Fox National TV or anywhere else, to me, it's going to live in a moment in time as being one of the stupidest but hilarious things ever. Like, we know the fucking rule. That's like explaining to me, guys, we're going to have a tag team match. 2 participants, 2 teams of 2 are going to be on opposite sides, where the only way the other person can enter if they slap the other person's hand, shoulder, or back. If the referee's vision. Like, that's what I want. I want the tag team rules explained.
What did you think about this main event?
Okay. I want to say this for the record, and maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm old, maybe I'm not in the maybe I'm not in the hardcore things, but I thought it's being overblown by how good this match really was. I thought it was a good match. It was entertaining, you know? They pushed themselves to the limit. They took a lot of unnecessary risks, I felt like.
Yeah.
They both seemed unbeatable. It was better than Kenny and Mox unsanctioned match when they were jumping through barbed wire. But to me, the story wasn't there to where I was like, this needed to come to this.
I feel like it was more. It justified it more than the Kenny and the Mox being in an explosive match.
It did. But you know, you have Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa. The entire time I'm worried somebody might get hurt for real, because I'm like, this is an AEW wrestlers. They're not the best.
Yeah,
and, you know, so. I was like, and then they may go to extreme measures because there's no restrictions of anybody telling them the spots. So whatever they're doing, like Death Valley drivers through tables or on top of a ladder, I'm like, shit, that's the end of somebody's career soon. So you have that concern. But the main thing is, I thought Logic sucked in this match, in which Reba, as she doesn't want to be called anymore, apparently.
Yeah, she's Rebel.
She was Reba first to me, man. I don't care. Oh, no, she was in Impact. She was Reba. I don't care. She's Reba. I feel like, why didn't she get involved the entire time? They had to have taken her out early on. They look like they went through hell, though. The women put themselves through hell.
Thing is, I appreciate the effort they made in this match. Obviously, I'm on record saying I don't really enjoy matches like this anymore. But I do feel like this should have been the women's match at Revolution. It shouldn't have been the Shida. Yeah. It shouldn't have been the Shida Mizunami match, because this had more story going into it than the actual tournament winner match. And I don't think you should be giving matches like this away for free.
No, you shouldn't. And then, you know, what you pay for is garbage. But you couldn't have had this match on Revolution if John Moxley and Kenny Omega is doing their exploding barbed wire match, because this actually looked more dangerous than their match.
Yeah, I get that.
This was a better, I would say, wrestled match. Even though, you know, because of the restrictions, it looked more dangerous, what I would say. Like, that's what compelled me with this one. But a lot of the moves were sloppy, and they missed a lot, and they were all over the place. But it was solid. But I think it's being overhyped as, like, one of the greatest matches of all time. It seems like it's being really hyped. I just
hope after this, what they do is put more faith in their women and allow them to have matches, not just like this, but like actually main event the show, like NXT have done. They've done it quite frequently in 2020, where the women would main event the show, and they actually delivered all the time. And these two actually delivered.
Yeah, they delivered, and you're shocked that delivered. I was like, oh shit. Well, the main thing I don't want from this is that it seems like AEW's going down a route of they're just going to do a bunch of hardcore matches and blood and gore, and they don't need to do it. You don't need to do it in 2021. Who needs all that?
Yeah. Well, there was a time. Do you remember the? I think it was Charlotte and Sasha Banks feud where they were going through all this. This is the first women's whatever match.
Yeah,
this is the first. Yeah. They had a bout through that when that happened, and it was getting a bit tiresome. I get you had to get through that whole period of this is the first and all that jazz, but now that we're past it, you kind of get used to it. And I think
this doesn't even count as a first.
Because it didn't happen.
It didn't happen. It's unsanctioned. The lights were out. You saw Justin Roberts flicker the lights. He went like this. Manny, this is now an unsanctioned podcast. When the lights come back on, we will be unsanctioned. All right, so I'm gonna talk real talk. These motherfuckers don't know shit about that. We should have did that at the start of this.
So, overall, AEW.
I'm saying it was a solid show.
I enjoyed it.
I'm saying it was a solid show. It was a good show. I think it's their tape shows that are the better shows. Live because they fuck up a lot, but the tape shows I think are okay.
Chris said Manny looks, I believe that's his tinier. Is he on the Simon Dean diet? No, I'm just wearing a black and I'm not wearing a hoodie that makes me look bigger than I actually am.
Yeah. And he's wearing that kick-ass Manny and Marcus shirt, prototype shirt that will be on sale for $50.99 if you want to buy it.
No, Marcus. £50.
Oh,
plus shipping from the UK.
I'm about to do a little play on words. If you want to look like you lost 50 pounds,
gotta get this shirt.
You gotta get this shirt. Because you will definitely lose 50 pounds if you get this shirt. Beautiful play on words right there. I love that one. That was a good one.
So, before we move on to NXT, Chris said Charlotte is getting a TV show. God, I hope Hollywood picks her up. Which a Luchador also agrees with.
Hey, when she takes Hollywood, she's going to be in everything. And then she's also going to win every title with that. And be like, and be a part-time champion. How you guys like that?
Before we move on to NXT, I learned, I don't know if it's true, because you can never really be 100% true on contract news. Jordynne Grace of Impact Wrestling's contract is coming up in May. Do you think she's AEW bound or WWE bound?
I believe that is a WWE signing if I ever seen one in my life. They've got some. Look at our women's division. Look at their women's division. Look at our money. If they offer you more money, then there's nothing we can do. But go ahead. But you fit this mold. You belong here.
See, I think she would, but then it's like they only have all their women look the same, with the exception to Tamina, Nia Jax, and I would say Rhea Ripley, who's just huge, and Raquel González. Other than that, all their women look the same. Okay, you can maybe throw Mercedes Martinez into that.
I'm going to say the NXT women look kind of different.
Only in size, not
in hair color too, Manny. In hair color too.
Did you mute yourself?
I can't hit the button. Oh, god damn it. I gotta fix this. Kick the wire.
Okay, so Chris has started a new hashtag. It's Marcus get hashtag Charlotte pregnant 2021.
I can't. Andrade's gonna do that way before me.
So we move into... I haven't even put the banner up. Doing multiple things here, guys.
It's clicking, but I just hear clicking. It's like Manny's like, since we're unchanged, Manny, you can do whatever you want.
You've got lower.
Girls gift.
Your audio's got lower.
Oh man, I wonder what mic is using.
I think it's using your headphone mic.
Let's see. No, it's using the regular one.
Oh, that's weird. Okay. There you go.
I just moved it
El Luchador says, "I just wish WWE put all the women on one show. I don't wish that at all.
You don't want a women's wrestling show?
I wouldn't mind it as a one-off. I wouldn't want it as a thing, because then you run into what New Japan have, where I think Stardom and then New Japan.
But I would rather have an all women's wrestling show on Peacock / the WWE Network, whatever they want to call it, than have 205 Live.
Yeah, if it was that, yeah, great. Like if it was a mesh of women's wrestling, not we're just gonna have all the women over here. I wouldn't want that. I wouldn't want that, because you're kind of putting them in a box, and then you don't get things like Alexa Bliss versus Randy Orton, Marcus.
No, we still get that. No, yeah, I agree. I do. I wish there was an entire women's show where you can get some of these people who aren't like showcased and all that, but I still want them to appear on the main roster as well.
Yeah, and then on to NXT. Finn Balor opens it up, says there's only one man remains, and that's Karrion Kross, and he's been waiting for him.
That's a lie. There's several people waiting, Ben. You just refuse to fight them. There's a lot of people in that locker room.
Yeah, and at TakeOver, his time is up. Kross states this was never going to happen until they dealt with their other business, and now it's just them. Mano el mano.
Yeah. Kross, you made up your other business by getting upset. Got a little butthurt that someone said you were a transitional champion.
Yeah, and then he said that the NXT fans need to know who the real champion is. Well, it's Finn.
Yeah. He's clearly he has the belt. He's the one for wrestling. He is the champion. You beat Keith Lee. That didn't count because you were injured or whatever. It didn't last one day. So Finn's the champion. He had it for the days.
Finn said Kross may walk and talk like a champion, but there's one problem. Finn Balor is the champion.
Hey, he got him with facts. Hit him with the facts.
And he doesn't have what it. Yeah, and he doesn't have what it takes to be in the main event and beat him. Scarlett was not required for this. I don't know why they even had her involved in this, other than to be eye candy. If you watch back this segment, you can clearly see Finn constantly look at her with a look on his face of, why the fuck is she talking?
It's between men, all right? Men are talking. I felt like saying that.
Yeah, well, this negates this negates actually what Kross said. Them, mano el mano, no one else involved. Scarlett's all involved in this.
Well, Scarlett handles all his personal business, okay? I believe she does his books. She plans his flights. She takes half of his money. She's like Big Money Matt, but, also a tarot card reader. Or a bogus one at that, because she was wrong. She was wrong. She's a liar. She's a liar, which prompted Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan to come out, because no one invited them. No one.
Yeah, I kind of enjoyed the lads interruption.
Manny, I had no idea who was talking because it started with the lads, and I go, "Who could be talking right now?" My favorite thing about NXT this week is that there's a COVID outbreak. It's always who's missing from the scene here, and that's what I was pretty much going with. And so I was like, "Oh, Pete Dunne probably was supposed to be here because they're talking about Pete Dunne."
Yeah. What else?
They got seduced.
Yeah, they interrupted by the Britain Brawl. They say Finn should be challenging the best technical wrestler, Pete Dunne. And I had a thought about this. I thought that his fellow countryman, Zack Sabre Jr., is a much better technical wrestler than Pete Dunne.
He is. I just watched Zack Sabre Jr. versus Will Ospreay wrestle. Very technical, physical match, and he probably is a better technical wrestler.
Yeah.
He is in Japan. So Pete Dunne, he needs to find another technical wrestler because you can't call yourself the best technical wrestler alive if you have no rival.
I don't know. I still think Daniel Bryan is still up there.
Yeah. Yep. It's competition. I mean, we didn't dispute Wardlow being the best big man in the game, Manny. We did not. You didn't offer any other suggestions of who could be the best big man in the game right now.
Omos, I told you.
Wardlow is officially the best big man in the game, or Omos, or Shaq.
Wardlow ain't even tall enough to be considered the best big man in the game.
I know. I think Sheamus will look at him and be like, "Fella,
you have to be this tall to ride this ride."
Like, there's really a heavyweight division on Raw right now, and I don't think you need to try to step into those waters. It's kind of deep. It's kind of deep. You're not that tall. All right? When we get to the water and we're walking in the deep end, you have sunk under. All right? So, Wardlow, you're not the best big man in the game. But I think we have to find Pete Dunne's an opponent for this 2-night takeover, and I don't know who it's going to be. That's because he's claiming to be best technical wrestler. And I don't think it's going to be, Walter or anybody like that. Because Ciampa seems to... Old man Ciampa seems to want that smoke.
Yeah, I don't know who Pete Dunne fights.
I don't really have anybody. I can't think of anything. Like, literally, he's like, hey. Unless Roderick Strong is like, hey, let's do this again. Me and you, huh? I'm doing nothing.
So we get Dexter Lumis versus Austin Theory. I thought this was a good match for what it was. I'm going to have to say I enjoyed the opening match at AEW more. I found... But it was. It was. Yeah. And then it was funny, this Theory still displaying the Stockholm Syndrome when he hugged Lumis, which eventually leads to the end of the match, which I found was funny. But, like, there was more... I felt like there was more to the beginning opening match of AEW from like the week before, where Penta's literally going after his unborn kid.
Yeah, let me tell you what the AEW opening match had that NXT opening match didn't have. It had star power. It had Penta and Cody. 2 stars, 2 people that can survive on their own. Basically, this could be a main event on AEW, but they started the show with it. And it's kind of a throwaway match. This Lumis and Austin Theory match is more of a comedy match in a way, in which it's more like this has been a joke storyline. But what I took away from this, either Candice or Gargano in contact with COVID-19. And as soon as I saw them on the thing, I was like, oh, one of them.
But at least, you know what?
Indy.
At least they were still kind of on the show.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't just erase them completely. Yeah. Oh, I've gone out of focus.
Yep. It was a natural them not being there. But it did seem like your dad wasn't there for your big match. I'm not there, Dad. Why? Me and your moms, we're at home. We're at Extreme Justice League tonight. We can't make it.
So we get Adam Cole said that last week Kyle O'Reilly made the biggest mistake of his life. He states Kyle cost him the NXT title. He states Kyle is jealous of him because he knows he's not going to be as successful as him. Kyle has written his own death warrant. Kyle appears on the screen and threatens Adam Cole in regards to what he's going to do to him. We learn later in the night that both Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly have been handcuffed and look like they're going to jail. According to Adam Cole, Kyle tried to run him off the road.
Kyle O'Reilly didn't do any defense. He just was cursing, and they were bleeping him out. In the middle of this, William Regal was all through the show, who is my favorite character on NXT now, because he just runs through the building, it seems like now. It was the week when he was looking for Escobar. He was right on the door. This week, O'Reilly and Kyle, or Adam Cole's talking about what he's going to do to Kyle, and William Regal's like, what are you doing, man? He wasn't even clear to come in last week. All right? Stop ruining my talent. He's hurt more. That's not really Adam Cole's fault. Yeah, he showed up.
He showed up and he got himself involved. That's his own fault. Yeah. How was I meant to know? How am I meant to know? Did you show me a piece of paper that said you were cleared or not? No.
Yeah. No, I fought him, all right? If someone's coming at me and gonna show up into my workplace, I'm going to fight him, okay? I'm going to fight him. He seems very hostile, even though he's starting to dress like Otis right now. I don't understand his outfit. Stop dressing like Otis, Kyle. It's not going to work. But yeah, he tried to kill somebody, and I really enjoyed Adam Cole's passion behind it. He's crazy. This leads to an unsanctioned match, Manny.
Yeah, which means it's not going to count, Marcus.
It's about the message.
So we go backstage, and again, Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart are being interviewed. I've disregarded what Shotzi said because it was fine. but I didn't have any problems with it. What I had problems with what Ember's claims were.
Before you go into Ember's claim, I want to say happy belated birthday to an unofficial member of the show, Shotzi Blackheart, who has been on more episodes of the Sharpshooters than probably anybody else.
So Ember claimed she came back to NXT to make history and to be the face of a division. There's two things here, Marcus. She did make history.
She did.
No, nobody remembers a second of anything. Raquel and Dakota Kai were the first NXT Women's Tag Team Champions.
They're never going to play it, Manny. They're never going to... I believe that's going to be retconned out of history.
And two, she will never, and I mean ever, be the face of the women's division.
She was at one point. She was the champion, Manny. Back in her heyday. Back in her prime.
She wasn't even good. And I'm counting down the days Shotzi breaks away from her. Counting them down.
All right. Who turns on who?
It'll be Ember. Because it just give me more fuel to the fire of me hating her.
Can I tell you, moving ahead to Raquel González and Dakota Kai's interaction. Dakota Kai is a desperate woman in desperate times who just try to cling on to something that I saw that just wasn't there no more.
Yeah.
I need this, Raquel. I need this. Jesus.
Yeah, so let's move on to that bit and we'll come back to the other bit. So Zoey Stark versus Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai picks up a good win, but Zoey Stark had an incredible showing once again.
Yep. That's probably one of the best dives I've seen a woman does, just when she just, jumped over, the little, I don't know what that one is. Okay, that's a pancha. Yeah. When she just did it, it cleared it without, it seemed like any struggle. It was just like, oh, damn, that's a real athlete right there.
Yeah. And then if I got a match like this at the end of AEW, I would have been fine. Because I know Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa can deliver. I would have been fine. I think it would still have the same kind of level of goodness to that, to be honest.
Yeah.
So Io shows up at the end of the match with a contract for Raquel.
Io's really pushing her own agenda right now.
Yeah, just slams it into Raquel.
Come on, man. Your team's as flat as this clipboard. Bang. Like, I'm fighting you. Why? I don't want to fight anybody else. Tony Storm.
So Raquel states in the back that now that Io's handed her that contract, her title reign has an expiration date, which I thought was a cool way to say, "Bitch, you're done."
Yeah, you done. You're gonna get got.
And then Dakota's set up. Yeah, and then Dakota's set up this match with Io versus and Zoey versus them two. And Dakota said they need to remind the women's division who runs this place. But you just got the feeling, like you already mentioned, that it's the end of their team next week.
Yeah, that's next week. I feel like we're going to take the dog to the back. And I'm not calling it Dakota a dog, but I'm just saying the analogy of it's time to put you down. We're done.
It's done.
Nice run. Dude, it's over. It's over. We had a good run. You were Sean, I was Diesel. It's over, though.
Yeah.
It's over.
Then we get Legado del Fantasma versus Breezango in a match that nobody will remember. They pick up Fantasma picks up the win, and then Santos picks up the mic and claims that he is the true cruiserweight champion until Jordan Devlin's music hits.
Yep. Yes, you're right. Once they come out the spaceman outfit, Manny, this match ceases to exist. And I enjoyed the back and forth between the two champions.
Yeah. So he states Santos has been running around for a year now, claiming to be this, claiming to be that. But he should take a look at him because that's what a real champion looks like. He should throw away his replica title because the real cruiserweight champion is back. Santos says he has made history in that time frame and people forgot he was champion, but states they will face each other at TakeOver. And then Devlin drops Escobar and leaves.
Yes, both have valid points on this.
Yep.
People have forgotten that Jordan Devlin is the Cruiserweight champion because no one watches NXT UK. And for all we know, Manny, as we're speaking, Jordan Devlin may have lost his title to Trent Seven, who may wait at 204 later on. So
well, that's in an hour. Because because the timings are all messed up.
So there could be plans, man. There could be plans ruined, man. Someone's plans could be ruined. Like, oh, we're gonna have Champ versus Champ. Guess not.
Yeah, well, there's gonna be some idiot thinking that Jordan Devlin flew back to England in this space and time, so it was taped, people.
Jordan Devlin came up, drove to the Performance Center. Was like, all right, I need to talk to Escobar. Boom, get me on the first flight back. You don't have
in a nice Mustang, in a nice red Mustang.
Yeah.
So after seeing the image of Grimes on a jet ski, I kind of want to see him become the new Tiger King.
I would love for them to Photoshop Grimes' face because they photoshopped him in the pool. Was it the Nevada or just a pool picture or whatever? But I would love to see him with a tiger over Tiger King's face, petting the tiger.
So we get Imperium come out for their tag match. They're attacked by. I thought it was a tag match, but it was Ciampa versus Marcel Barthel. Ciampa attacks them both to kick off the match. Ciampa picks up the win, but nobody cares because the Ring General is back. He chopped Ciampa so hard, someone better check his neck injury.
Ciampa was slapped so hard he's Italian again. That's how hard he was. He brought that back. He brought an accent back, but he's dead. I was excited about this. Who's missing from this one? Alexander Wolf, and Timothy Thatcher, both apparently on a fishing trip of some kind. I'm going to Wayfair to reconnect. If I'm Ciampa, I am never hanging out with Thatcher again, if that's true. My favorite thing about Walter is showing up. He made his return ready to work in full underwear and ring gear. Like he could have showed up in jeans or something. Like,
no, he's always ready to fight.
Like he came in like he had a match 2 hours before he got out there. He was sweaty and he just chopped the shit out of Ciampa.
Thing is, when you see Walter like that, it's like someone's dad beating someone up in his underpants.
I kind of was like, why is someone's dad beating up someone's grandpa right now? But we're gonna have an old man fight, even though I believe both of them are in like their mid-30s or whatnot. But we're gonna have an old man fight at Takeover, Walter versus Ciampa. It should be good, which is gonna be the gateway drug to get to Walter versus Finn.
So, I just speaking of old men, someone said on it was either What Culture Wrestling on one of their videos or Cultaholic that the average age on the AEW roster is now 47, which sounds ridiculous.
No, it jumps up because of Sting and Tully wrestled. And Big
You can't count Tully wrestling.
I didn't look at the article, but I've been thinking the same thing. I was like, their age has jumped up because Tully wrestled in that match. You have Sting at 61. Matt Hardy and Jericho are almost 50. It all makes sense. Cody's 38. Yeah, it adds up. Murder Hawk is 43. Their numbers have jumped. Christopher Daniels is like 90.
So we move on to the LA Knight debut. The thick boy Bronson.
LA Knight.
He did that better than EC3.
Well, EC3 got it from Eli Drake because he wanted to talk to you for a minute.
Well,
my Gucci jacket.
Well, EC3 got called out by fucking Matt Cardona, so let's not even bother continuing talking about EC3.
Manny, let's not worry about this little indie shit. We don't care about no Ring of Honor story. That's too small. All right, wake me up when we're in Japan.
So the thick boy Bronson Reed puts on LA Knight's jacket and rips it.
Fat guy in a little coat. Fat guy. That coat was so cheap. That couldn't have been. That looked like a Halloween costume ripping open.
Don't try and claim that to be. Don't be trying to claim that's Gucci.
Bronson Reed held that up and it already ripped. If LA Knight would have worn that to the ring, that shit would have fell apart. He would have been butt-ass naked in the middle of the street going, what the hell happened? Someone said this is Gucci. This is more like Fucci. This is bullshit.
So, Knight picked up the win. So I know nothing about this man, formerly Eli Drake. What I'm getting is a Roderick Strong with a bit more personality. Is that a fair assumption?
Yes, but, less, like 10 times less the wrestling ability. Probably like a Miz, maybe a little lower than that, or somewhere around there. So he's like another Miz. In fact, I would call him old Miz. Even though I think him and Miz might be the same age. Who knows?
Maybe.
I don't know how old the Miz is, because Eli Drake is 40-something. Or 40. In his 40s.
So we didn't get enough.
40?
Yeah. We didn't get enough Xia this week. We got a small video package of Xia resistance will not be tolerated. Obstacles will be removed.
Damn, they're talking about murder. Murder.
And then
what happened to Shifu? Where's the Shifu?
And then obviously Karrion Kross and Finn Balor versus the Britain Brawlers for the NXT Tag Team titles. Finn shotgun dropkicks Oney into Scarlett, but this match kind of went to pot as I can't remember his name, the British one.
Danny Burch.
Danny Burch got himself injured during this match, so they didn't really know what to do in this match when it happened.
Was that a legit injury?
Yeah, I think he's done his arm or shoulder or something like that. I think
because it looked like he was stuck. He was down there, and I was like, I wonder what they showed, if he was really injured or they just protected him because they're about to lose these titles. Like it all didn't click, and I was like, damn. But it did look like they were scrambling for a finish.
Yeah,
I think the Charlotte bit was gonna the Scarlett bit was gonna happen no matter what, but they didn't know how to actually do this finish.
Yeah. So Kross ends up attacking Finn, which causes them to lose the match. Kross continues to attack Finn and stands over him, whilst Scarlett seems to molest Finn at the same time.
Yes.
As NXT goes off the air.
Yeah, Scarlett was hoeing this entire week. I mean, she slut shamed Danny Burch, and they were giving them a title match tonight, which Regal okayed for a non-state tactic.
Yeah, but when she sprawled herself across Regal's table, I don't think Regal was in any position to refuse anything from this woman.
Yeah. I swear to God, that storyline tonight was written by Vince McMahon. Talking about what the hell are these views? They had an exploded barbed wire match and they're losing views and we didn't get any of them. Damn it, Hunter. What you need? Let me tell you the secret to ratings. This is why I get 1.8 million for Raw, even though it's a shitty show each week. This is how you get the numbers up, baby. You get the tag team champions. Fight your number one contender and your champion. And they fight for the title. People want to see that shit. It's such good shit, Hunter. Make that happen. And he's like, that's not the kind of show we do, Vince. That's why no one watches. I bet you win the ratings. I bet you win the ratings this week. I don't think they are going to win.
No, they're not.
If they do, I'm going to give all credit to Vince McMahon and his tag team champions versus heavyweight contenders. That will become a real thing.
So
that is a draw.
What do you think was the better show this week? NXT or AEW?
Due to the confusion of the Finn and Kross thing, I'm going to give it to AEW because I did not want to see them fight for those titles and anything involved in that.
Yeah,
like, I'm fine with a stare down. Although NXT seemed to have the more like eventful show with the they're setting up for their WrestleMania takeover week.
Do you not feel it's a little bit rushed? Do you not feel like it's a little bit rushed?
What, NXT TakeOver?
NXT TakeOver and then the WrestleMania build? Because I feel like they're just throwing all shit because they realize it's in like 3 weeks.
I feel like WrestleMania is rushed. Like hell. They don't know what they're doing with that shit.
Yeah.
All right, we're doing this, do this. NXT feel like, they were probably going to do this TakeOver maybe, after WrestleMania. But then it was like, all right, we'll do it now. They're still the same course. I feel like these are still the same matches we would get on the next TakeOver.
So let's
Broke
cover.
again. Yeah.
Oh no, it's happened. Have I still got audio?
Yep.
Okay. Let's move into Monday Night Raw. I like how the thing changes without me.
Yeah, you can't change. Manny, you never change, all right?
Never change.
Never change.
So Monday Night Raw. We're not going to cover all of it. Let's cover this.
We're gonna cover it like Braun Strowman got covered by whatever green paint Shane had under the ring for God knows how long.
I think this is leftover paint that Morrison and the Miz threw on Braun Strowman literally a few months ago.
Yep. People keep throwing paint on him.
Yeah, it wasn't a good match whatsoever. This whole thing.
Do you consider this a match?
Yeah.
The bell even ring? I don't even.
Yeah. Well,
he walked out the ring, right? He walked out after the bell ring, and
and then he did hopscotch outside,
and then he hit him with the camera, which was a good shot with the camera. I was like, oh, but to see Braun Strowman destroyed by Shane McMahon is also disheartening. It's just like
which means he's gonna have to get his own back, which I just really don't want to see.
Well, they're fighting at Fastlane. At least it's not at Mania.
But it still could continue into Mania.
It may be canceled. Yeah. Hopefully, Manny, this has Shane fighting Braun Strowman, but your boy Dakota makes his epic return after 800 years away.
Ooh,
and
could be a good thing.
Braun Strowman as bringing in some of that Raw Underground story that we've been building to all year.
Oh, and then Dakota becomes Umaga. Shane becomes Vince McMahon.
Hey.
And Braun Strowman is Bobby Lashley.
And we relive that.
We bring back Donald Trump.
And we do it again. We do it again.
Oh no, that's in the universe. That could actually happen though. That's a problem.
Donald Trump is canon. And honestly, if I'm Vince, I'm going like, hey, you want to run for 2024, right? Come on Monday Night Raw and cut presidential promos every single week. Now, I'm going to cut your mic after like 10 minutes, so you can't go on your fucking 2-hour rant. Oh, shit. But Trump will bring in the ratings if they really want to go that route. There are tons of hate. Tons of hate. He will get heat on whoever he's in the ring with. Fuck that, buddy. He will get heat. You bring a crowd there, or he'll get cheered. You never know.
Yeah, you really don't know.
You don't know, depending on the location.
So, the other thing, Alexa Bliss challenged Randy Orton.
Yep. They will have their match. And what I think will be a cinematic match. This is hypnotizing. 1 or 2? Hold on. 1 or 2. Yeah. I'm gonna go 2. I feel like they can go 0 to 100 real quick. Like, hey, little girl, how you doing? Oh shit! The fuck? Turn on. Are you in your 30s?
So the fiend is coming back on Sunday.
Yeah, you think so?
Well, and then he's gonna want an interview again.
Yeah. I swear we hear from his PR guy all the time talking about when can the Fiend come back? Okay, check out these numbers. Check out the demos.
His PR guy is Rambling Rabbit.
You know, it's been a long time since I've seen Rambling Rabbit get killed. You know, it's actually unsettling how long it's been since he's been murdered on TV. But that was pretty much. Omos and AJ are going for the tag team titles against the New Day,
which we called months ago.
Yeah, we called months ago, but they decided, we need to actually develop this this week.
And you had Kofi Kingston like, are you even registered as a tag team? Which I thought was funny.
It's funny. Are y'all even registered as a tag team? Are you not like in Woodridge? You're not a tag team. And them just seemed like they're trying to break AJ. Because AJ was in the middle of his promo and they're just yelling stupid shit at him. And he's like, yes, we are registered as a tag team now.
Do you feel bad for the Hurt Business?
They're still in a better position where they started last year.
Because I feel like it's the right decision to take the titles off them for the New Day to lose the titles again to probably AJ and Omos.
Yeah, but you could also just, it's actually could be a multi-man match. It protects almost more.
It does.
Like, you won't notice him less if the Hurt Business, New Day, Omos. So it'd be AJ and the Blacks going for the tag team title.
Well, but I honestly feel like because this is a Mania match, I have some reason to believe that Omos is going to surprise us and actually be a decent big man.
When Omos does that kick up, Manny's going to be like, oh shit, it's on.
He doesn't even...
I heard Omos has been watching videos of the Shaq match. He's like, that's what I'm going to do.
No, I firmly believe he's been reviewing Great Khali matches.
Great big man in the game. But at WrestleMania, Omos is going to become the greatest big man in the game. The best big man in the game, as it is.
And then obviously we get the Drew versus Lashley announcement.
Yep.
At WrestleMania. Which is going to be a good match, I believe. The storyline going into it is actually really good. Yeah, but it just kind of leaves you with the thought, what does Sheamus do at WrestleMania?
Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
No, they're going to do that again?
Like, I don't know where Sheamus would go. Or maybe he'll fight Keith Lee, because they've technically been building toward that.
That's still going on. Keith Lee hasn't been on TV in ages.
Yeah, but it's still going on, I think. Unless they're going Riddle Keith Lee if he comes back, or does he come back after Mania? Who knows?
Who knows? I feel like this whole Keith Lee run has gone really badly.
Yeah, they should do a complete reboot. Just save it to after Mania.
And then
he will fight Bobby Lashley.
And then, is there anything else you want to talk about from Raw? I saw the bottom of the barrel women's tag team match, which was Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke versus Lana and Naomi. That was the bottom. If you ever really realized what the bottom of women's wrestling was, it was that.
Like, this is the absolute worst. Like, I didn't watch it. I watched Hulu Raw. Save me from time. So it didn't exist. It doesn't exist. It's not canon. But yeah, that's where we're at right there. Who's asking for that? Bad Bunny is no longer 24/7 champion.
Yeah, he traded it.
And somehow Riker, I think, got more races this week. I don't know. I hated his tights and the fact that he was fighting the priest. I feel like this is really racial. And
yeah, but the priest got done with him very quickly, which means that obviously they didn't care about the views from Latin America this week.
No, they did, because you got the R-Truth segment with them trading merchandise, basically. And then you have him being attacked and hit with the guitar in the back. So that covered everything. Which I believe he was also wearing that Sting protective padding under that hoodie.
I think John Morrison has let himself go.
He looked like shit, but it was funny.
John Morrison is a handsome man, yet he's ruining himself by looking like an 80s mum about to go out and buy some beer and cigarettes.
He looks like the bad mom in the movies. It was like, hey, I'm going outside. Just got back my night. All right? And bring my cigarettes. Oh. Who do you think is going to have the better WrestleMania performance? Omos or Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny.
Are you going to be more entertained by Omos, Bad Bunny, or Omos or Bad Bunny, or by Shane McMahon, Braun Strowman, and whatever they're doing?
No, because what you're getting from Shane McMahon is he's going to fall off something. He's not. He's not jumping off. I'm tired of people thinking that Shane McMahon actually jumps off stuff. He falls off stuff.
So, yeah. Let's look forward to what Shane jumps off to next. Even though he cleared his jump this week onto that stage.
Yeah.
But there's part of me has the conspiracy theorists inside of me think that they shot that earlier and pushed the thing earlier. They pushed so he can make the jump. But that's pure conspiracy thought.
Well, I was watching the one of the Stone Cold stuff on the network the other day.
Yeah.
As it was 316 day on Tuesday, a day we both took off. Where Undertaker talked about doing his dive at SummerSlam when he said his legs were still good. 98 it was when he was referring to his legs still being good. Where he didn't actually realize how far he had to jump from the top rope to through the table, which was interesting.
Yeah. Hey, when you're young, you go like, I can make that. Like this shit, I still think I can do it. And I go like, when you started, you go like, oh shit. Nope.
Well, that was like me at work today, thinking I could actually finish the thing I was actually doing before realizing, oh yeah, daylight saving times happened in America 2 weeks before the UK this time.
Yep. We need to end this. Let's end daylight saving. Let's just stay with the same time. Let's pick a time and stay with it. Now, are you BST or are you GMT right now?
So it's still GMT. On the 28th, it becomes BST again. British summertime. But I don't understand why everyone can't link their calendar, their time all at the same time and just do it on the same time. Be like, oh, do you know what? Today, this weekend, the whole world is going to shift an hour.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I know there will never be world peace, because we can't get simple shit like that together. Hey, England, you want to shift your times back on this day? Sure, let's do it. Hey, China, you want to do it? Yeah, sure. Russia, you down?
Oh,
down.
You honestly think China is going to be like, yeah, I'm down? No.
I think this should be fuck yeah.
Especially if America makes the call, everyone's going to be like, fuck you.
You want motherfucking America want to change their time? Fuck them. I mean,
so like, if England start calling people, if Britain start calling people too, they'd be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
But not as much as they would to America.
I can literally see the motherfucker trying to tell me what time it is. I know what time it is. It's my time. It's my time, not your time. It's my time. Motherfucker, we changing it tonight. I ain't like that. It's 7 p.m. Fuck you. Like, what's that? What y'all doing? Yeah, so no world peace.
You know you're old when daylight savings fucks you up. It doesn't mess me up. Does it mess you up? It doesn't mess me up.
No, it didn't do anything to me. Honestly, daylight savings went by and I didn't know it until I got in my car and I looked at the clock. It was like, and then I thought about it, looked at the clock again, going like, let me look at my watch. Fucking daylight savings.
No, do you know? I didn't realize it on Tuesday because I noticed that we weren't doing a show, but I realized it last night when AEW and NXT comments were coming through on the mid card mess like an hour before I was expecting it to. I was like, huh? What is going on? I didn't even think to look it up, and then I messaged you when I realized in the morning, like, oh, has daylight saving times happened?
I never considered it like a difference. So if we would have been an hour earlier, right?
Yeah, I'm an hour earlier, so it's normal time for you. So I started the show at UK time 6, where we normally start at 7.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. You know, I stayed up all night watching Justice League, so that's pretty much my life. It's like, yeah. And so if you would have sent me a text talking about ready for the show, I want to get another hour sleep in, please, please. By the way, I am extremely angry about Justice League. Extremely angry.
What, the movie?
Yeah.
If you just watched that?
Yeah. No. The new one, the Snyder Cut. It's been
There's
released.
a new one.
Yeah. The Snyder. Oh, you don't know?
No.
Oh man, you got it. Let me put you up on game, my brother. So, you know, the controversy with the Justice League is that it was a Zack Snyder movie, but he left because his daughter committed suicide, and then they reshot like 98% of the movie with Josh Whedon, who was apparently racist and sexually harassed everybody, and was terrible at the job, and they released this garbage with Superman with the fake mustache. So, there was a petition for fans to release the goddamn Snyder Cut. This lasted 3 years of asking for it. We finally got the Snyder Cut released, and it's 4 hours and 2 minutes long, and it's I'm gonna say it's great. It's fantastic. It's just what you want. Darkseid's in that motherfucker. They got all types of other surprises, and then at the end, you just want to live in that version. We're like, where was this? Where is all of this? Where is this? Batman threatening the Joker. Jared Leto Joker. I didn't hate him. He's in there for like 1 minute at the very end, but that's it. And I was like, damn, him and Batman had their moment right there. They were just talking shit to each other, and I was like, I want this verse more, and it's dead now. And that's what I'm mad about. It's dead. Zack Snyder says he's never making another superhero movie for DC Comics again, and we're dead. Like, everything you want at the end of that movie is like, oh, this is everything right. And you realize how different. Everything makes sense.
There's a difference in opinion here. A Luchador says, first of all, meh. And then still sucks.
It doesn't. It was good. Damn Marvel fanboys.
So
right, you guys can hold on. They can have AEW. I'm taking Snyderverse Justice League any day of the week.
So that is the end of the show, guys. We've talked about daylight savings with you because we're adults.
Yes.
And we've also talked about the Marvel movie for you kids out there.
It was DC. God damn it, Manny. Damn it. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to start cursing. So lights out. When I come back on, I'll be unsanctioned. And I'm going to throw a barrage of cuss words.
El Luchador said he named his son Clark Kent. I don't agree with that, El Luchador.
No. Clark Kent is a wimp. You got named Kal-El. Be a man. Name your son Kal-El. I'm just playing. I'm 100% joking about that. But Kal-El would be I wouldn't name my son Clark Kent because that was the weak persona of Superman. You want to be Kal-El, the fucking monster beast. Killer.
I've been rewatching Scrubs on Disney Plus because they added the Star stuff onto it.
Why is Scrubs on Disney Plus?
Who knows? But then the whole time, Turk is basically saying in the early seasons wanting to name his first son Fuquan, and I was like, that name sounds incredible.
Fuquan.
Fuquan.
It's a dope name. Why is that on Disney Plus though?
I don't know, but
USA Network and
Grey's Anatomy is also on there. Futurama. Cleveland Show, Family Guy, I think American Dad, all on there. Yeah.
Wait, and you're saying Disney Plus?
Yeah, because they've added like all kinds
Disney
of.
Plus is different from ours.
Really? I swear they would have added it to yours.
No, those are NBC shows. So those are on Peacock over here.
Oh yeah, well Peacock don't exist over here.
Hey, Peacock. Peacock.
I can watch The Office on Amazon Prime or Netflix over here. So now would be the time, a VPN company, come here and advertise for us. Let us advertise for you.
Sons of bitches. You guys get The Office for free? The Office is weaponized in America. All right, we'll give you The Office, but we also have Friends too. Motherfucker, you gotta give us both.
I still don't understand why people still watch Friends. Like it wasn't that good.
I never watched it. Never watched it.
I did.
Friends. Watched a few seasons of The Office, but it's apparently these are the shows people are obsessed with.
I did, and the only season I would actually ever want to rewatch episodes from is season 4. But other than that, I do not care for Friends.
Yep. I was too busy watching my black sitcoms that were coming on at the time. Doing Friends Prime, it was a black renaissance of sitcoms, whether it was Martin Wayans Brothers, Fresh Prince, or something like that. Some shit in the middle of that. So, Living Single, reruns of Good Times, it don't matter. You tell me, you give me a black streaming service, tell you that I rewatch the shit out of Good Times and Martin on the side.
That would that be?
Weaponized Office.
What would that? What network would that be? BET?
It would be BT Plus probably, but I wouldn't want that on there. But I do want if I were to create a streaming service, it would have those sitcoms on there, but it would focus on mostly all the old black movies I watched growing up. Where it's just like
Montez Red Cup says Blackish.
Blackish will be on there too as well.
I felt like Blackish actually educated a lot of non-black people about the struggles of black people.
It was educational. You know, it's very true. It is.
It is because whilst they handled it with comedy, you actually understood the actual struggles of modern day Black Americans.
Yep, Blackish it's a great show. I think it still comes on. Have no intention of watching it past season, whatever. Just because I can't watch any show past season, whatever. I don't know what that number is, but at one point you get to a point where your show premiered, and I went, yeah, I'm never coming back into that universe. They should have ended. They should have killed somebody off.
They really should have sometimes. But that is the end of today's show. You've got extra content from us. We've done an hour and 20 minutes. Make sure we don't have an ad. We don't have an ad actual thing today. But
we didn't. Manny, we could have did an ad. You could have put me in some little action when I would have did my review of Justice League, the Snyder Cut, where I was spoiler filled and I'd just be muted and no one hears and just sees my reaction.
So make sure you subscribe to the show, like the video. If you want to help support the show, go to www.storefrontier.com/DSPN. And also make sure you check out Saturday's show. It actually surprisingly got 45 views this week. Let's try and get it to 50, everyone. Let's try and get it to 50.
Oh, Superman! Oh!
Did you know the whole time you do that? The whole time we do this thing, I try not to look at you because immediately I'm going to start laughing. So I'm staring at myself, which is even worse.
I'll tell you this for the mute. Honestly, that was the entire movie. Believe it or not, I reenacted the entire movie in sequential order. If you could watch the movie, 4 hours of it, and realize what I just did right now, and end it with Superman, that is literally the entire movie in order. All 6 parts. I feel like I'm being judged by Tony Storm now.
Guys, we got to make sure Billy Kay actually returns back to TV, so we really have to push the Billy Kay deserves better hashtag once again.
Yes, I thought we were done. I thought we had won this goddamn war, and then they took her off TV for 3 straight weeks. And if she is not on TV for this week, I'm telling you, me, Manny, Eric, Nia Jax, and Reginald are going to get into some random person's pickup truck and drive all the way across country.
Hold on, why do we have to bring Reginald now?
Well, Eric seems to be into sommeliers now. He sent that video to us. So Reginald is now a thing. So Reginald will be with us, okay? And we will travel all the way to Florida.
Wait. Are we bringing the guy in the video that Eric sent us? Because I don't think his name is Reginald, unless we're just going to keep calling him Reginald the whole way.
I need a black sommelier to travel with us, okay? Whatever makes Nia comfortable.
Okay? Can his name I want his name to be Fuquan then.
Fuquan the sommelier. First time ever. You don't even have to. Every time a dude walks in the room, it's the first time ever.
Hands us 4 eels all the time.
Oh, man.
What accent would you give him?
French?
No, I don't want to do French.
Irish. If St. Patrick's Day was yesterday, let's give him an Irish accent. Be like, I am somebody. That was racist, and I'm not racist. On a side note, on a serious note, we didn't say stop Asian hate. Stop it, fucking terrorists.
What as an Asian, I would firmly just say stop the hate in general. Because when these things seem to happen, people seem to forget all the other things that are happening around us. Like black people are still dying as well, like from police brutality. So I would firmly just say stop the hate in general. Then that's not all lives matter and all that bullshit. Like it's
too late, Manny. You're all lives matter, Manny now.
But like no, but you got. I'm defending you.
Oh. Sorry. Sorry, continue.
But no, but it's just like you need to stop it in general. You can't just focus on one group and hope it goes away because it's still happening to the other group, and I don't even feel like we accomplished what we were supposed to be doing with Black Lives Matter.
True statement. Yep.
So stop the hate in general. I think that's the better statement.
Let's end white supremacy. Let's end all this domestic terrorism that's going on over here or anywhere else in the world. Let's go over there and unite and stop all this bullshit over fighting over who's what, when, where, how, when you were born. Who cares?
Because this is the point. This is the point where I feel like all the communities should come together and be like, do you know what? Let's end white supremacy and end this hate.
Yeah. It's like a very serious and dark ending with Billy.
I know, and it feels wrong to have this tag on.
They put Bailey up and take dog. Fucking end the hate. Put Bobby Lashley as champion or something. I don't know. That was the wrong image to be up for that.
End the hate.
Yes, end the hate.
End the hate. And on that note, peace.